Well, the pictures out of Houston, you've seen them along with all of us. They are stunning, to say the least. Roads turning into rivers as the city faces a flooding disaster of historic proportions. Matt Finn is out there for us live, and he joins us now with more. So, Matt, tell us exactly where you are and what you're seeing.
Heather, we are in Meyerland, Houston, which is the southwestern portion of this city. I've talked to people all day long in Houston who say this is one of the hardest hit areas. Just got off the phone with Houston police about 10 minutes ago. They say this is perhaps the hardest hit residential area in Houston. They are putting a lot of their resources and recovery efforts into Meyerland. We just spoke to a family a short while ago who abandoned their home behind us. They put their dogs on a pool raft and walked about a mile in the water. It doesn't look that bad right here. In the interest of safety for this report, we parked our car and set up our crew right here just to show you what people in this neighborhood are experiencing right now as the sun sets. The rain continues. There's been steady, saturating walls of rain for at least 48 hours here. Neighbors have their cars strategically parked, water starting to creep up onto their property and into their basements. We talk to neighbors who say, families with children who say they're bracing to abandon their homes, and we've seen a couple people do that already. Throughout the night, we're going to try to come up with some rescue recovery teams and police to kind of get into some of the harder hit areas which are just a few blocks behind us. We have seen shoppers overhead making rescues. You might be able to see or hear them during this report. Overall, people bracing for the worst here as our meteorologists and authorities in this area say this is going to continue for the next couple of days, that people here should not just settle down. Authorities, the mayor, the senators, the governor urging people that if you are in these communities, you either need to hunker down or get out now.
Yeah,
Heather, back to you, New York.
You're right. The shot where you're reporting from is incredibly deceiving, because I know that Meyerland area specifically, we've been showing and speaking with people in that neighborhood or that area throughout the day. One woman said that at 2 a.m. in the morning, the water on the lower level of her two-story house was just past her ankles, and then by 5 a.m. it was up to her chest in her attic of the two-story home. So that's how quickly it rose there in that specific area. Another woman that was rescued, she said that she believed there were at least 1,000 other people in the area where she was rescued from, still on their rooftops waiting to be rescued. All of this, also a tornado warning in the area that was supposed to be over at 6:45 p.m. Central Time. So dealing with a whole lot there. Do you see anyone where you're standing right now?
You know, we're trying to get to the area that's a little more harder hit, and some of it is just 2 or 3 blocks that way. We just cannot get our crew and our cars there safely right now, but we have seen families evacuate their homes. One family we spoke to said that the water was about shoulder height, and that water level could, be applying to hundreds, if not thousands of homes. This is considered one of the hardest hit areas. We have seen the chopper going in and out over our heads just a couple blocks that way. We're told it just gets much worse right down there. We're going to try to get there for you, but in general, it seems like there's a sense of, as the sun sets and the rain continues, this is really happening. And, our forecasters, our meteorologists at Fox are saying we can get 15, 20 more inches of rain in the next couple of days, Heather.
Yeah, Adam Klotz said we're only halfway through it at this point. Well, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is not driving through the flooded streets, so we appreciate that. We'll check back with you. Be careful out there.